Tesla. You know, it's got to be one of the most polarizing and fascinating companies on the entire planet. It's a name that sparks just fierce debate, incredible loyalty, and, yeah, some deep skepticism, all at the same time. So, let's try and separate the grand vision from the sometimes troubled reality.
On one side, you have this incredible story of Tesla as the most innovative company on Earth, this powerful force for sustainable energy and AI. But then, there's this other, persistent narrative of unfulfilled promises and some pretty serious controversies. And that's the central conflict we're going to unpack right here.
So first, let's talk about that grand vision. Because honestly, to really get Tesla, you have to understand the powerful future it's selling. And look, this vision goes way beyond just making cool electric cars. We're talking about completely reinventing energy, manufacturing, and AI, all from the ground up.
And you know what? This isn't just talk. This ambition is already making huge waves. Just look at this number, 15%. That's the slice of the entire global battery storage market that Tesla Energy now controls. That makes it the #1 provider in the world. It just goes to show you, Tesla's mission isn't just about cars. It's a full-on push into sustainable energy.
So how in the world did they pull this off? Well, it's because they built this incredible ecosystem. They've got superior battery tech, for sure. Their gigafactories give them this insane level of control through vertical integration. Basically, they own their whole process. Throw in the world-class supercharger network, their AI-driven manufacturing, and that direct-to-consumer sales model. And yeah, you can see why the old-school car companies have been playing catch-up for years.
And this quote from Musk himself really gets to the heart of it. An age of abundance that could literally reshape human civilization. It's a powerful, almost utopian promise, right? But, and this is a big but, for every incredible promise Tesla makes, there's a whole other side to the story.
Which brings us to the other side of the coin. Because for every one of those grand promises, there's this trail of controversy, a history of unfulfilled deadlines, and some really serious questions about how the company does business.
Let's just take full self-driving, or FSD. For years, the promise of true hands-off autonomous driving has been just around the corner. Back in 2016, Musk said a Tesla would drive itself from LA to New York by the end of 2017. Then in 2019, the promise was 1 million robotaxis on the road by 2020. And yet, here we are today in a truly autonomous system. Well, it's still not here.
And this is the part you really got to understand. Despite being called full self-driving, the technology is officially classified as a Level 2 driver assistance system. What that means legally is that the driver has to stay fully attentive, hands on the wheel, ready to take over. Critics argue the name isn't just misleading, it's potentially dangerous.
And look, this has gone way beyond just angry customers on Twitter or critical articles. The U.S. Department of Justice, yeah, the DOJ, has launched a criminal investigation into Tesla's self-driving claims. This totally elevates the issue from just a marketing squabble to a very serious legal threat for the company.
And it's not just the software either. There's this really troubling pattern of quality and safety issues that keeps popping up. We're talking hundreds of complaints about phantom braking, where the car just slams on the brakes for no reason at highway speeds. We've got reports of suspension failures leading to these so-called whumpy wheels, not to mention just persistent issues with basic build quality. And maybe the most concerning thing? Accusations of stealth recalls, where critical repairs are done quietly and sometimes tied to non-disclosure agreements.
So with all of this going on, their core EV business is seeing sales slow down and competition heat up. So what does Tesla do? They make maybe their biggest, riskiest bet yet. They're making this monumental pivot toward AI and robotics with their humanoid robot Optimus. Some people see this as the next logical step, a brilliant evolution. Others, they see it as a massive distraction from fixing the problems they already have.
And this whole pivot really makes you wonder, is Tesla even a car company anymore? I mean, Musk himself has claimed that humanoid robots could one day be worth way, way more than the entire car business. It suggests that he's trying to recast the company as an AI and robotics powerhouse first and a car company second.
So what is this thing, Optimus? Well, the idea is for it to be a general-purpose humanoid robot. It's designed to handle all the jobs that are dangerous, super repetitive, or just plain boring for people. And the key part is that the brain behind this robot is the same AI they've been developing for full self-driving. They're just putting it in a body with arms and legs instead of wheels.
And just like with their cars, there's this huge gap between the promise and the reality with Optimus. The promise is just mind-blowing.
A $20,000 robot assistant for everyone, creating a multi-trillion-dollar market. But the reality so far has been a little more grounded. Demos have been called out for secretly using human remote control, production has reportedly hit major engineering roadblocks, and a lot of experts in the robotics field are still really skeptical.
Okay, so after all that, where does this leave us? What are we supposed to make of Tesla today? Is it the blueprint for our future, or is it becoming a massive cautionary tale?
You can really see what a high-stakes gamble this whole thing is. The opportunity is just staggering. I mean, to lead a completely new robot market and unlock unimaginable productivity, all by leveraging their AI expertise. But the risks are just as huge. Scaling robots is way harder than scaling cars. Slowing EV sales could cut off the cash they need for R&D. And you got to think, another big cycle of missed deadlines could finally be the thing that shatters investor trust for good.
So I'll leave you with this question. Is Tesla building the blueprint for a future of abundance, all powered by clean energy and intelligent robots? Or is it becoming the most ambitious cautionary tale of our time, a brilliant vision that's constantly being dragged down by its own troubled reality? I guess only the next few years will really tell that story.